Children competing with each other for attention or fighting over what seems like everything is a common story in many households. So how can parents minimize the sibling rivalry struggle and help kids build bonds? Allison Bogle with Austin Family Magazine joins us this morning with some ideas. Good morning, Allison. How are you today?
Good morning. It's nice to see you.
Likewise. So today we're going to try to understand sibling rivalry, that it is normal and that actually it can be a healthy competition.
Exactly. So that's the first point. Sibling rivalry is absolutely normal. So everybody can take a deep breath because it's probably happening in your house. If it isn't, that might be the thing that is not normal. It's absolutely normal, and it helps our kids learn healthy conflict resolution in a safe way, because your sibling just can't leave you. Now, it can cross a line. If it becomes more than healthy competition, it can lead to decreased self-esteem, and it can damage our children's adult relationships with each other. So as parents, we really kind of want to keep an eye on it and minimize it if possible, and encourage healthy bonding and that healthy competition.
So you've got some ideas for us in terms of minimizing a sibling rivalry. The first one, gosh, I wish I'd known this, emphasize team.
Yeah, so with our kids, we really just want to kind of encourage that idea that you guys are in this together. So if possible, put them on teams together, and that might look like family game night. It's the adults against the kids. If you catch them doing something together, let's say they're playing Legos and it's a quiet moment where nobody's angry at somebody else. Man, you guys are a great, amazing Lego building team. Or you've asked them to unload the dishwasher and they knock it out. Gosh, you guys were a great team doing that. So anyway, we can just sort of emphasize that idea of you guys are in it together, and when you are, you're doing great things.
Number two, encourage conflict resolution.
Yeah, so this one can be tricky for parents, especially when the arguing gets loud or intense. We want to step in and we want to say, okay, here's what you need to do. But instead, we really want to encourage our kids to work those situations out together. That doesn't mean run and hide in your closet while they do that. You want to stay present, you want to stay calm, help guide them if they need it, but really encourage them to come up with those ideas to resolve it themselves. And then again, really praise them when they do. Man, look, you guys came up with a solution that's going to work for both of you.
Also on the list, avoid favoritism. What do you mean by that? Because it seems obvious.
Exactly. And it should be. But it's really important to point out, because this can be very damaging to sibling relationships. So it's a giant no-no to praise one child regularly while criticizing the other. You also don't want to show too much attention to one child over another. So just that idea of just being aware of yourself as a parent, and are you being fair and equitable in your interactions with your kids?
Also, don't over-explain decisions.
Yeah, so I love this one because, when you hear from the kids, it's not fair, she got this and I didn't. And we might be tempted to just really explain, because it feels bad as a parent. You don't want to hear your child say, oh, it's not fair, you're treating this child this way. We don't have to over-explain. This might look like, well, brother needed new shoes today and you didn't. Later, you'll get something when you need it. So we don't have to be completely equitable in every situation, and we don't have to over-explain ourselves when we aren't.
And then finally, develop a system for sharing.
Yeah, so this was life-changing in my house. So you want to look for those sticking points. Where are the kids regularly arguing? Is it who has to shower first, or who gets to pick the family movie tonight, or who gets shotgun in the car? And then come up with a system for sharing whatever works for your family. So for family movie night, we have a rotation and everybody knows whose turn it is each week. For showering, that seemed to be just a constant battle in our house. So we have twins. The one born first, she showers on the odd days, and the one born second showers on the even days. So whatever works for your family, but the idea is look for those times where they're regularly fighting and see if you can just remove that from the equation, because then everybody will feel better.
And all of that very helpful information. Allison, thank you so much. We always appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
You can pick up your copy of Austin Family Magazine right now on newsstands, or better yet, check them out online. The article is also there, Minimizing Sibling Rivalry, austinfamily.com.